Hey, yay, yay, yeah. As soon as some people get in, and maybe you can let me know my phone is working correctly. If I'm doing things that I should be doing while going live, let me know that, please. Um, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody, man? We got irony in the building, man. Actions, what's happening? Yo, 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 yo. Before anybody says anything, right, about me prepping off these hinges, just know, what up, KCBD? Good to see you, man. Just know that I spoke to the man who hired me at this house and said, look, bro, these hinges are smoked. Do you want me to just paint those hinges, or would you rather me not? And he asked me not to paint the hinges. So, now this is a flip house. I'm done with the new house. This is a different flip house. But you know what I mean? He asked me to not paint them, even though that they're smashed. You can see solid white, but I could paint them white and they would look better than what they are. I might mention that to him, but I did say something to him about it originally, and he said he'd rather me not paint them, so that's why we'll be prepping off already painted hinges. But besides that, man, what's happening to all the people out here, man? Everybody who has made it to their weekend, everybody who is almost there. You know what I mean? I will be, outside of some craziness happening, I will be here tomorrow as well. Because then on Sunday morning, early Sunday morning, my son, my daughter-in-law, and my grandbaby all arrive. So I'll be taking the whole next week off. This job won't be done, but it'll be fine. I'm taking the whole next week off, which is 4th of July week. And we're gonna have a good time. The family, bro. But anyway, congratulations to each one of y'all that have made it. That's why people had to start the word video with a disclaimer. Look, bro. Well, look. The only reason I do that is because I know if I was watching somebody do it, I would be like, yo, why is you prepping those? They're smashed. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I would be thinking if I was out there. So I just wanted to let everybody know out the gate. It is all good. I am aware of what I'm doing. I think that I should just go ahead and paint them. But, you know, I don't know. Dude might be wanting to change them. And if he's wanting to change them, then it'd be better for me just to take the doors down, take the hardware off, and spray it. You know what I mean? Because like if I sprayed all the hardware while it was intact and he wanted to change out all of these, then it would be more painted in there and it'd be harder. I would get that. But if you want to change them, bro, I'll rip them down. Second doors on something straight up and down. Get on to the next one, man. But how's everybody out there doing, man? Big ups to Irony. What up, Silky, man? Silky, I saw you in the chat. I was actually in bed, so I wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of times that I don't type in the chat, but I'm there. And I saw you in the chat, and I saw you say you got that job, homie, on Big Weevy's chat. Congratulations to you, man. Yeah. I already knew, bro. I already knew. But I told you already had it. The night before, if you remember, I told you, I felt it. I could feel that you already had that job, my guy, and you did. You did just that. That's great, man. That's great. I'm extremely thrilled for you, bro. Like, I don't want to say proud of you because I don't know you like that. You know what I mean? But like, I'm extremely, extremely thrilled for you, bro. And I know you're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna really like it. From the way you was talking about it, you're gonna really like it. Hey, so what you think about what y'all think about the little title, man? The little title of this live here, and the thumbnail. What y'all think about that, man? It should say, "Be like Ozzy?" Question marks. What y'all think about that, man? I give you a moment. I was wondering how it would come across to certain people. You know what I mean? Like, if you think about it, Ozzy is known for being wild. I mean, being on certain narcotics, spirits, alcohols. You know what I mean? Like, even at one point, like the people, like my dad and the people in my dad's church, you know, called him Satanists and things. He was biting the heads off bats, things like that, man. So like, when you think of people that somebody would say be like, I don't think Ozzy is like, even for somebody who's like an inspiring rock and roll cat, I don't think Ozzy is like the first person that comes to mind to be like. Is it? I mean, it never has been to me. But then I got to doing like how I do sometimes, man. And I started thinking about Ozzy Osbourne, the lifetimes of. You know what I mean? Cause like, bro, I'll be honest with you, man. I've been in here today struggling, bro. Unmotivated. Like, I know my son and my daughter-in-law, grandbabies coming. I've been like, I know that I'm in good shape on this job to get it completed in the time frame that I need to. I know all of that. So I've been in here, you know, not really wanting to push it, man. But I've been thinking in my own head a lot, too, trying to make myself go. Now I figured, man, if I go on a live, bro, that always seems to motivate me, man, because I know, you know what I mean? I got people sitting there watching me while I'm working, so I need to be accomplishing something, right? But I digress. Let's see what's happening. What up, Katie Frizzle? What up, Joker Diaz? Bigfoot? I'm going off the rails on the crazy train. Man, I'm such an idiot, man. I should have put that into the thumbnail somewhere, bro. I definitely should have. Yo, but so look, okay? I'm thinking about it, and I'm looking at Ozzy. And you know, Ozzy was Black Sabbath, right? Black Sabbath. They was killing the game. Up until 1979. You know, I mean, by this point, like, Ozzy's all the way out there, man. He's full blown, like, rock lifestyle might just make it. You know what I mean? Like, he's out there. He's living wild, man. Wild and reckless. Like, you know, they've been on top through the 70s era. Black Sabbath days. Come 1979, Ozzy Osbourne is full of himself. Like, maybe not even just full of himself to the point of that. Maybe it was more so like Homeboy was just recklessly on narcotics and, mind-altering substances. And he would do rambunctious, wild, crazy things. And then, that led into not showing up for performances, and then, not showing up for shows, not showing up for scheduled events Black Sabbath is supposed to be doing. And of course, Ozzy Osbourne, he's the lead singer, right? Well, it got to the point, and like some of y'all might know this story, but it got to the point where all the Black Sabbath homies said, man, enough is enough. It's time for a change. Like, dude is living way out there, and it is affecting our livelihood now. Which is in every right, their right to do, right? Somebody who's taking care of business and doing what they should be doing what they know needs done, shouldn't have to deal with somebody who's not trying to make those choices in life. So they ended up kicking Ozzy out of the band. Y'all know that. I mean, I think most people know that Ozzy got kicked out of Black Sabbath. But then, the thing that shows you what Ozzy Osbourne really is, happens after that. He goes out, and he finds, what's his name? Randy Rhoads, the guitar. He finds a man named Randy Rhoads. I believe his first name was Randy. I know his last name was Rhoads. But he finds him. And he goes even harder than he ever did when he was jamming out Black Sabbath days. He makes even more of an attempt just to spite people that doubt. Like, that's the only reason that he could have as hard as he did. And so I start thinking, like, I'm not no Ozzy Osbourne, bro. I've never been no level like that. Never had any kind of greatness about me. Matter of fact, I ain't shit. But I do have a similar story of being part of something and not giving that something enough justice, taking it for granted, wilding out, being on different types of substances, doing whatever I felt I wanted to do, that I was entitled to do. Because because without me, it wouldn't have got that far, right? I mean, I could say that, but so could the other person involved, or the other people involved. Like, you could say that because you all have to put in your share. So yeah, it ain't the same if one person's not there doing it, but the shit still could be done. It ain't like it's only done because of you. You're not an engineer. You didn't create a patent to do something. It's just you have a skill when you do it. But I was way out there, bro, for a long time. And I would never admit it. I would never tell anybody how far out there I was. Like, I felt like if I admitted it, that I was handing over power to them. You know what I mean? In reality, you're taking power back. You're admitting your flaw, but you cannot work on your flaw until you admit your flaw. So, in reality, it would have been the best thing to have been open and honest back at that point. Because it's not like I've never surrounded myself with bad. But here's where the story is even more similar. So if you have that downfall, other one had that downfall, they kicked him out the band. You know what I mean? Like, mine wasn't even that deep. My name got kicked out or nothing. But I did walk away type of shit. And Ozzy Osbourne decided, man, I'm finding this guitarist and Randy Rhoads, and I'm coming with a vengeance. Vengeance will be mine. But bro, that's unique, right? For somebody who is that far out there, that strong out mentally, you're on all that stuff. You think this certain type way of yourself, but instead of just like how most addicts, most people do, not even addicts, just most people in general, they push the blame off. They, you know what I mean? They be like, instead of him being like, man, they just tripping and and get worse and deeper into what it was he was doing. I mean, he still stayed doing stuff. He still did what he did, but he just got real about his business. It was a wake up time that like, yo, everything in moderation. There's a time and a place, right? Like, it was a wake up time, man. And he went to work. You know what I mean? Like, his net worth, if you take his net worth right now and you put it up against the highest net worth out of anybody out of Black Sabbath, he damn near doubles it. You know what I mean? Like, so what it means is, man, it does not matter. It does not matter. Like, it does not matter what it is, where you're at. It doesn't matter how bad it is right now. None of that matters, man. And the only way that it will continue to matter is if you give it that power. If you give it have an authority over you. And no, you gotta be like, you know what? Yeah, that was then. That's how it was. That's what happened. But now I'm about to show you. And this is this take. Now that you grew up in the hills of Kentucky, man. Shout out Hazard, Kentucky. Dukes and Hazard type stuff. But like even then, they told me when I was a little boy, man, it was like, only believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. That's what they told me, and they grew up in the sticks, yo. They grew up where, I mean, it was just, like, it was easy to have gossip on everybody in the location because everybody knew everything. But they taught me that shit early, man. And it's easy to say things, easy to say things, but to do them is a challenge. And that's, you know what I mean? That's part of my YouTube experience, YouTube journey too, is that I don't get on here and talk about shit that I have mastered. I don't. I'm far from mastered any of the shit I talk about. So that means that I'm now challenging myself to be about the shit that I'm saying all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I try to be righteous all the time, bro. I try, just like I say all the time. I try, I fail, I try again. I try all that, man. But there's a lot of things there's a lot of times, man, that shit can go out the window. Like, them emotions, man, having control of them emotions is a very big deal. Because that's the type of thing that will, lead you into doing something out of character because an emotion takes over. And then now you forever have something about you that speaks about your character that really It's just a spur of the moment emotion that you couldn't have. So, bro, it's a challenge coming on here. It's a challenge to myself. Do better. You know? If I can openly acknowledge in my mind, if I come out here speaking that I know better, then that means I have no excuse to do better. So it's a challenge. It's a challenge to myself. And I think we should all challenge ourselves for certain things. And you know what I mean? Like, my challenges shouldn't be the exact same challenges as your self-challenges are. Because we all differ in what we lack. I mean, oh yeah. The Pride Live this weekend? No. Matter of fact, that's funny, Arnie. But matter of fact, I have to talk to Rock. I have to talk to Crusted as well. But I'm not 100% sure that I'll even be doing Rockin' with Rock or Keep Kicking. I'm not even sure if I'm going to do those. Not forever, though. Only talking about this coming next week. I'm not sure. I got to see what's going on with my son and what kind of plans he has. Because, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna get a lot of time with the little family, but, you know, like, he's got friends up here still that he went to school with. He's got other relatives up here. Like, I can't get away with hogging him the whole time, so I just got to see what him and his wife are planning on doing and whatever. And I mean, if I can do either or both of them, like, I hate to miss either one of them. Like, I've never missed with Ruck, even through moving, me moving, all of that. We never missed a rock on Ruck. I've missed one, I believe one, Keep Kicking, and that was on my birthday, and I wasn't anywhere around. I was gone, bro. I was gone. We went to the casino, had a good time, man. So, man, I'm not really trying to miss him, but he is. Yeah. Bet. Rocky Strong is going live late tonight with Krusty over there, man. They're going to do the music thing. Oh, hey, man, one of them blades I got right there. Like, when that thing went through, bro, I saw it poking at the top. It's trying to come out. That was a bad time, man, because I don't know if you know what a 5-in-1 is, but there's 5-in-1s that are like paint scrapers, a little swoop, like there's 5-in-1 tool. But basically think of a scraper. And then on my scraper, the end of it has one of these blades. So my handle's like this, but then I got the scraper head that comes off on here. And then on the back of it flips open to one of these blades. One day I was doing a job. I was actually helping my cousin out, man, at his house. And I was sitting there and bro, I'll be honest, this is back when I was taking them pharmaceuticals and everything, man. And like, I was just trying to go. And I was punching out this caulk and this old mud out of this corner, trying to break it all free, just punching it all out. And I had got a spot that wasn't coming up, so I, boom, and I put the scraper up against it, and then I took my hand and went to whack it on the back of the handle of the scraper. But I forgot I had left this out, and bro, that thing went swoop, and I could see it poking up at the top. I was like, oh no. And so then I just grabbed a rag real quick, tied it up. Then I wrapped that up for a minute. I took painter tape, wrapped that up for a minute. Then my cousin's wife, I was like, yo, you got a Band-Aid or something? You got some gauze or something? Or any butterfly Band-Aids? And she was like, yeah, I got all kinds of stuff. She brought me back stuff, so I did it up real good. And I ended up having to go to the hospital like 3 or 4 days later, man. And I was like, oh great, this is probably from the damn stabbing that I did, 'cause it was bad. And I was like, man, I probably done messed myself up, and I probably got some kind of infection or something now, man, because I started getting sick. So I was like, you know what? I don't much ever go to the hospital, but when I started getting sick that time, when I started getting a fever, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go get it checked out. Went and got it checked out, and they told me at the ER, they was like, man, you really should have been in here 3 days ago, because this right here, this needed a lot of stitches. And they said they can't do stitches after 24 hours or something like that. Like they prefer not to do stitches after 24 hours, something like that. So ended up it just healed up and all that. But nah, man, as long as you are aware and pay attention, don't do anything outside of your comfort zone, like, you'll be safe. You know what I mean? Like, the problem is when people get to pushing their weight into a blade or something, man, like you're trying to cut something and you're trying to bear down on it. Like if you slip, it's just like when they talk about when people get poked up on the true crime channels, all that. That's why they talk about how, you know what I mean? You got them lacerations when you're the person doing the poking, because your hand slides off of that candy bar. Shout out Bill Fees. Your hand slides off that candy bar, bro, because them liquids is all over it, and you end up slicing up your own self. So just make it smooth, you mean? And like, don't be afraid to change your blade, bro. Keep a sharp blade, because the sharper the blade, the easier it just slides right through. And if your blade slides right through, you shouldn't have to be doing a whole bunch of extra. Now, actually, the pain wasn't bad, man. The pain wasn't bad. Hey, salute, Sticks. I've been through a lot worse than a little stabbing, bro. A little stabbing don't hurt, man. The only thing you gotta worry about when you get stabbed is the artery. Outside of that, I mean, I've always tasted metal. Anytime I get cut or stabbed, I'm always like, I taste metal. And then, like, the muscle gets really sore. Like, you get stabbed, the muscle gets really, really sore, bro. Like tightened up and sore. But stabbing, I mean, taking one of them, it's not that bad, bro. I'll take it over a few other things that I've had happen. For sure. And it's not like I'm lining up to do it either, though. Don't get me wrong, it's not like a pleasure-seeking thing. Nothing like that. But other things I've endured, that if I could line it up and be like, yo, let me trade that out for this little stab, this little poke there, then I definitely do it. You know what really, what I really hate though, man? I hate injuries to the tips of your fingers. Whether it be burns, whether it be cuts. I mean, like on that new build I did right before this one, bro, they had the carpenter trim and all that in there, so it was way more amount of stuff to caulk. Man, I ended up having 2 different fingers that was bleeding. And it was leaking, bro. Like, and it wasn't because I hit. They didn't get cut. There wasn't anything of that. It was just that I had rubbed them against the substrate so many times that it rubbed them all the way raw, that they would just start to leak. And those kind of things suck, man. I hate it when, like, that sucked for, I don't know, probably almost 2 weeks. My fingers was just raw. And everything else I have to do is still, I mean, like, and it wasn't like I was done and that happened. Like, both of them fingers was bleeding and I still had half the house to call, along with, when I get done with the place usually, I do what's called finish caulk. So if there's white trim, I will take and I will caulk that trim with real one light little bead. Like after I paint all the trim, paint all the wall, after everything's done, you know what I mean? Everything's been painted. I'll come through and lay one little bead on top of that trim. That way it makes like the most factory line you can get. Like it's better than, like I know some cats who like to tape their trim. Like, I don't tape my trim, bro. I cut mine by hand. Like I spray the trim. Spray the trim out. I don't touch it. Then I come back in and I do all my cuts on the wall colors. I cut in with a brush straight down. Y'all seen it. Some of y'all have seen it. I just do that with a brush. Do the same thing in the highs and the mids. And I roll it. And that's what I mean. Once I'm done, I come through with a little bit of just a little baby line of caulk right on top of the damn trim. So right here. And I just run it right on the trim, bro. And it does wonderful. Hell yeah, that's what's up. No video from Sticks today, dropping 6 o'clock, man. 6 o'clock our time, so that's 3 o'clock Western time. Yeah, bro, Sticks a good dude, man. Sticks is good people, bro. If you're talking about what kind of content over there on Sticks, Sticks, you get in the mix with Sticks, bro. He does some reviews. He be talking about some things. I mean, he'll go over. There'll be cameras. Stuff comes out about somebody getting arrested here or there. Sticks to give you the rundown, the breakdown from what he knows of how things have went with him, what he's aware of, and you know how it is in his area if he was to do something like that or whatever he can present to you on it like that. But all that, man, Sticks is an absolutely great person. Like, besides any content, like, don't even worry about the content, honestly, man, because Sticks deserves every single person he gets, bro, plus some. Like, that man is the real life, like, you know what I mean? I get on here and talk about, yo, if you a man and you a father, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, you should be acting this type of way or that type of way. Like, Sticks, he's already out there doing all that, bro. He ain't even got time to listen to me talk about that shit, let me tell you. Like, Sticks is that dude, man. Sticks is that dude. Best believe. Much respect for Sticks, man. On mine though, over here on my content, man, you'll find I do 2 different shows. I do a show Tuesday night with one of my Thunder Gang members, Mr. Rocky Strong 1466, who is a great dude. It's called Rockin' with Bro. And then on Thursday nights, I do a show with the homeboy named Crusted. He's got a channel called the Crusted Joint. And he's out there he's an East LA guy. His dad was actually a pretty decent sized rock and roll man, you know. Yeah, I do shows like that, and then I got a new thing coming, man, called Fathers of YouTube. I did a little sneak preview the other day on Father's Day, but that's gonna be more of what I start transitioning into. Is the father stuff I do. Yeah, man, I just try to, I don't know, like on my bio it says reconstruct with corrupt, and I mean I've lived a certain type of life, bro. I'm not here to lie about that. I've been a certain type of way, I was for a certain number of years, man. But like I'm trying, man. I'm out here trying. Like I've taken an initiative. Never really been a dumb guy. I've played dumb many a times, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I figured some things out, man. Since I've dropped certain things in my life, I've figured other things out. And just trying to get better every day, man. And along my way, I'm trying to inspire/enlighten if I can. I say it ad nauseum, man. So basically, I'm trying to be a positive light in life as well on YouTube, man. That's about it for me. But I do roll with a group of homies, man. And we call ourselves Thunder Gang. If you see Tommy Thunders in here in the chat, that's homie right there. We Thunder Gang, man. Tommy Thunder, Rocky Strong, Killing with Karma, Grub Mud, and myself make up the eternal order of Thunder Gang. Now, keep in mind though, Thunder Gang is an ethos. Just because you're not one of those 5 don't mean that you ain't Thunder Gang. Like, we got lots of people in the chat that's Thunder Gang, bro. They might not be on the Thunder Gang payroll, but they live in Thunder Gang's lifestyle. And Sticks he's the embodiment of the Thunder Gang ethos, man. The embodiment, bro. Man. Bro, if I go out here, I'm probably gonna get choppy, man. That's what I'm afraid of. I'm gonna go out here and get chop. But look, man, like I was talking about, bro, be like Ozzy, bro. Be like Ozzy in that way. If you've messed up, if you've let others down, if you've let yourself down, take that as the initiative to motivate yourself to come back and show them all. You can't go back and rebuild the past. We can't go back and rebuild and fix things, man. But we damn sure can show them by actions how we've moved forward. Ozzy Osbourne is only Ozzy Osbourne today, and not, remember the lead singer of Black Sabbath, because he was kicked out of Black Sabbath. Because he was living the type of way he was doing. He wasn't being the man he was supposed to be. But then because of all that, he drew the initiative that he needed to become a rock and roll legend that changed the whole shape of rock and roll. Not because he messed up, but because he realized he messed up. Sometimes, man, those things shake us. Things happen to shake us. Things happen that It's a crossroads in life. You know what I mean? You be driving down those country roads every once in a while, and there's no real signs, bro. But it just goes. It's like all of a sudden there's a fork in the road, and it's just a veer left or a veer right. Like I've done that before, man, and I've came up on a road like that, and I've thought about, man, it's just like life. There ain't nobody there telling you to go this way, go that way. Ain't nobody there showing you or letting you know that down this path. You know what I mean? It's like Robert Frost, bro. Like Robert Frost. The Path Less Traveled, I believe was the poem. There's nobody there to let you know that. So you just got to take the way that you believe you got to take. But it's not always about messing up, man. It's about the redemption. And if you can use your flaw, your mess up, to inspire you, then at the end of the day, you're only helping yourself. But you have to choose it. You have to choose for those whatever bad occurrences, the bad events, whatever it may be in your life. You have to choose to let that initiate inspiration for you. You got to choose to go out there and not let people believe what they want to believe because they hear this story or they hear that story, and you've just tucked tail and went and you're in there getting high or getting drunk or doing whatever it is that you do that you're messing up. Whatever it is, you ain't there to show anybody else what anyone says is not true. Don't worry about what the people say, man. Worry about what the people see. And if you do what you're supposed to be doing, even when nobody can see, you never have to worry if they see. Well, bro, I see you. I see your actions, man. I mean, you know the old saying, bro. They got plenty of sayings for that, right? But if it don't apply, let it fly. But if it feels like I'm talking to you, then maybe there's something that you need from it. I'm not. You know what I mean? I didn't sit down and think, what can I say today to have Justin think that I'm talking? It ain't nothing like that, bro. I'm speaking to myself. You know what I mean? You just happen to be here with me. That's what I try to say all the time, and when I get on here and I start talking about things, I ain't talking to nobody in particular. I'm talking to a lot of people in particular, but in particularly, I'm talking to me. Bro, if you think about it, man, think about how much, just in our country, in our language, we have sayings about get back up and try again. Dust yourself off, try again. If you get bucked off the horse, get back on it. If you fall off the bike, get back on the bike. I mean, there's a reason we have so many metaphors for that same damn thing, because we all mess up, bro. We all fall short. I fall short daily. But you know what? I don't mind falling short. Because as long as I know I'm falling short, I know that I'm trying. And I'm realizing that I'm falling short. So maybe the next go around on whatever I fell short on, maybe I'll win next time. Because I'm not going to quit trying. As long as I know what's going on, I can fix anything. As long as you can see it. As long as you can recognize it. You know what I mean? Like in battle, bro, that's what they talk about. Like, if you have to fight against something, the most scary and the worst thing to fight against is the unknown. You have no idea where the weak spots are, how to attack it, or whatever. So you have to practice on breaking yourself down and be humble enough to know when that ain't it. We all should know our enemy, man, because our enemy is us. It's inside us. What's up, Dom? That's like I said something to somebody the other day, man, about having a work competition. And homie's response was, "Oh man, I don't compete against other people anymore." And that ain't why I wanted to have a work competition. I didn't want to compete against you. I mean, I want to press myself. I want to give myself a reason to see what I can do. You know what I mean? Or even that right there, that's a flaw, right? Because I shouldn't have to motivate myself to do the best, most steady work my ass off. I shouldn't have to motivate myself for that. I should just do that, bro. And that's where being human comes in, man. I know what I'm capable of, right? And I know when it comes time, I can click it in gear and get it done. But there's times that like it just drives me crazy, man. Or like right now, like today, I've been thinking about my son and daughter-in-law and grandchild coming. I know I'm gonna work today. Most likely I'm gonna work tomorrow. But then I'm gonna have a whole week with all my family, right? So like, bro, I cannot wait. That's all that's been on my mind, man. But like, what is the people out here gonna do, man? I mean, like every single person is different. We all have similar tendencies, but then on the other end of the scale, we all are so vastly different. But what rock star are you gonna be, man? You gonna do like Ozzy did? Come back with a vengeance? Show them all. You should have, you know what I mean? You should have believed in me. You should have talked to me. You should have been more of a friend and been real with me. But things happen for reasons too. What's up, Miss? Good to see you. Um, Misty knows what I'm talking about. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Uh, yeah, man. Or you gonna be that other rock star that none of us know because he got kicked out of his band too, except he kicked the dog all damn day about it and just went and did more whatever it was that was infringing upon the livelihood of himself and his bandmates. We don't know his name. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know his name because he never amounted to anything to tell the story about. But y'all all know somebody like that. Don't be no Milli Vanilli. Girl, you know it. Girl, you know it. Girl, you know it. That's funny though, Misty. I wasn't expecting to see you come through. I don't know. I don't know, Misty. I don't know. Like this is a different kind of live. Like I do 2 shows through the week, and but I've been starting to do these little work while I'm working lives. And old Rob started doing them after he saw me doing them. So, hey, bro, I got love for Rob, man. I want to help him. I want to help Rob so bad. But that's another thing, man. Especially like it's not just addicts or alcoholics or anything, bro. Like, we have to be humble enough to get out of our own way at times, man. Like, we stand in our own way of doing what we want to do, whether it's arrogance, whether it's just not even being aware and acknowledging self. I, I don't know what it is, man, but you can never you can never want something more for someone than they want it for themselves. If you follow me there, it's kind of like how they say, "I can't do it for you." I mean, like, I can't want you to get out of your own way more than you want to get out of your own way. Misty, I'll be honest with you. The only reason I ever say anything out of any kind of sorts to Rob is because it hits an old nerve of mine, man. So, like, I grew up an army brat turned preacher's kid. Grew up in church. Grew up with all church people for a long time. Saw how they operated, all that. Don't really like it. Um, but I just want, if you're gonna get on here and you're gonna talk about it, you can't turn around in the very next sentence and show the hypocrisy. That's my only thing with it, really. Like, I wish Rob the man. Like, actually, one day I felt like higher power, like something told me one day, man. I was watching one of his little videos. Something told me, like, you should go and make him an intro. And I actually started on it. I got clips. I recorded clips. I needed a good song. I couldn't find a good song at the time. And then I started talking to him one and one, and he was all right for about a week. But then something, I don't know, man, like, he gets in his head and he stays there, I think. But, like, yeah, man, I'm gonna move, all right. That's why I asked him, I was like, please, I've never heard Tommy Thunder say a crossword to anybody, even when I thought maybe he should. Even when I thought there was times that he should say something to somebody. Like, Tommy Thunder is a great dude. And so he had him blocked, and then I was like, well, please block me too, man. That way I can write it off. That way I can, when you know what I mean, my God will know that, hey, man, your boy tried, man. Your boy tried. It's just, you know, it is what it is. But he said he was going to, and he had. So now I'm still stuck over here on the fence, bro. Oh, man. Poor guy sometimes. No, but, you know, we try to keep it humble over here, man. We try to keep doing the right things. We continue to fail. To try. Because look, man, I'm not like homeboy I was talking about. I'm not like some of these people that, you know what I mean, it's just them and that's it. Like, I literally have a legacy to leave behind. Like, my legacy is already here on earth, watching me conduct myself. My legacy, you know what I mean, like, I don't want my legacy to watch my shortcomings, much less have them on film that they could see or anyone could see at any point. Like, there's things I want my kids to know, and there's lessons I want my kids to learn. don't want to be the textbook per se. I want them to always be able to go back and look at anything I did and know what I was, know who I was, what I was, what I mean, because they know it already, but, you know, once you've been gone for 10, 15 years, like, it'd be nice to go back and see the 40-year-old version of Dad, and maybe even, who knows, bro? Because look, man, things happen for reasons. Things, like, it's weird how stuff works. Like, maybe I'll be making these videos now, but in 15 years from now, 20 years from now, maybe my daughter, one of my daughters, learned something from it. Like, maybe they learned one of the lessons that I'm trying to get on here and talk to myself about. Like, maybe they, I mean, and maybe I'm not even around anymore on Earth, that they can't hear my voice or get my opinion or my advice. But maybe, just maybe, at the right time, they happen to want to look at one of Dad's old videos, and it just happens to be what they need to hear at that moment in life. Like life works funny, man. Who's to say that isn't, you know? Who's to say that won't happen? Who's to say it couldn't? Just think about it, man. Like, all our families, our grandmas, our moms, all our people, you know, as we was growing up, it was always pictures, right? We used to have all kinds of pictures, photo albums. And, oh, well, this is your grandma so-and-so. And, oh, I remember a story about him. He da-da-da-da. All right, so we've always had that. But if you look around now, we don't have picture albums like that, man. But we do have camera rolls. We do have videos saved. We do have all that stuff. So the videos are going to be the wave of the future, man. They're going to be like the photo books of the future, the videos. Quite possibly could. Not saying that with 100% certainty, but quite possibly something like that. You know what I mean? It won't be the whole little book like we all saw coming up. But I mean, like, if you have the videos, if you have all that there, you've done that. You put down who you were. You know what I mean? It's documented. Your character shows through. It's not like, it's not like there's only one picture, and you know, you get to see in those pictures, you get to see multiple looks, multiple angles, how they dress. You get to see stuff like that. Well, you get multiple videos, you get to see the same thing, but to a higher degree. You get to see how they carry themselves, because you can put on for one video, anybody. Like, I mean, shit, that's how we got actors and shit in Hollywood and TV shows. Like, motherfuckers put on for an episode or a movie, or they play a part. Anybody can put on, but to make videos where you are the same person trying to do the same things and be better over and over and over. Like, you know, who's to say who's going to learn something from me at that point, man? You know, me, my grandchild, my great-grandchild, who knows, man? Who knows? You know, we all think about it of, oh, well, it's all just momentary. You know what I mean? Like, even when we've done the bad things we've done, it's just momentary, right? But it's not really. It's not. Because once you start having videos and stuff, now, you know, coming up in the we were always told that, like, you know, you don't want to be on camera. You don't want to get seen on camera. You don't want to, you know, camera's a bad thing. Like, that's how, that was the culture. That's how I came up anyway. And it's different now. But at the time, you didn't want to be on camera. And I think, like, thank goodness for that, man. Because of how I was back in the day, bro, like, I would hate for there to be actual videos of some of the things I did, some of the way I acted, such, bro, because, man, what a bad look, right? Young and dumb type of stuff. Which, I get it. Whenever somebody's young and dumb, I get it, man. I get the mistakes. I get, like, I'm willing to give somebody young and dumb the benefit of the doubt way before I will a full-grown man, a full-grown adult. Doesn't mean that I think that the young and dumb person is okay in what they do, but I think you got a chance to teach them at that point. If you go about it. Man, y'all are just listening to the ramblings of a painter at this point, I guess. Alright, today, so ready to get over with this week. Just be done. On to the next one. Let's see what we got. Tommy Thunder. Every day I try to learn something new. Every day about life. So you should. You definitely should. Man, it's here. It's hot here in Indiana. I got tape on the back of my arm. I do. I appreciate it, man. I got a couple chains. I got another one that I wear. It's a long chain, but I've been wearing it the last couple of days because I've been spraying and it's a pain in the butt when it gets all in. Only so much you can do. Let's see, man. I got insides of these doors to do. We almost to that. We almost to it. We almost ready to spray out the transactions. Last night's keep kicking so early, man. I was really like dead tired already, and Big Weeby came on, and I've been wanting to jump up, be able to say, you know what I mean, what up to Big Weeby. It's been a minute, and so I ended up ending pretty abruptly with Krusty last night, which I felt bad about. But then I jumped up there with Big Weeby, and I think I was up there for like 5 minutes maybe, man. And I told him, hey, man, much gratitude, great respect, but I gotta go to bed. So, I mean, usually on the shows I do, like last night, to keep kicking, I do them for at least like an hour. I go for an hour, hour and a half, but usually more so than an hour and a half. But last night, I ended right at an hour with Krusty, man. I'm sorry, Krusty, bro. I really should have kept it moving longer. But, bro, I was hit yesterday, man. It's been long. It's been a long month and a half lately. Man, and I'm still need to do more. everything. Hold on a second.
What?
Hey,
Scared?
nah, hey, hold on, give me 1 second, brother.